Wedding videos for as low as 100,000 naira? Gusto got you covered. Call 080-613-44639 or 080-644-06274. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi guys, welcome back to BBN Update on Gusto TV. My name is Naya, for those of you that remember me. Those of you that don't, yeah, I'm back again and it's BBN Update. So yesterday was Sunday and unfortunately, because of, some, what's the English? You get what I'm saying, bah? Yes, we didn't go live. But this is because, earlier in the week, Big Brother said nobody was going home. But Ebuka also told us, that there was going to be like a twist. That's what he said. That's how he puts it. A twist. And eventually the twist was revealed yesterday. For those of you that did not watch the live eviction or when Big Brother addressed the housemates like an hour before the live eviction, don't worry, we're there for you. I got you. So like I'm going to give you like the proper rundown, the proper gist of everything that happened. Hot. So first of all, yeah, Big Brother addressed the housemates. This was like around 6. He called the housemates to the lounge to talk to them, and then he addressed some certain things, and one person was given a strike. Can you guess who it was? Obviously, it is nobody but your Amaka, your baby girl Amaka, because she know the hair word. I don't understand how one person can have coconut head like that. Like, it is preposterous. If that's the word. It is exhausting. Like, this babe tires me. She wears me the fuck out, man. So, obviously the strike was over microphone infringement and stuff because Big Brother has been warning Amaka like times without number. Amaka, your microphone. Amaka, wear your mic. Not just Big Brother, her fellow housemates to always tell her, Amaka, wear your mic. And then on the Saturday party, Amaka did something that I'm just like, okay, at this point, like, you need to go home. I'm tired. Like, come and be going. So Amaka was having a conversation with somebody, and she wasn't putting on her mic. Who does that? It is in the rule book. Like, everybody clearly knows this is a big deal for Big Brother. You were not putting on your mic, and then the person talking to her told her, oh, Amaka, wear your mic. And she's like, my voice is loud now, can't you hear me? The audacity. It is the audacity for me. And she's like, can't you hear me? My voice is loud. So many other people told her, Amaka, wear your mic. Wear your mic. And she reluctantly eventually wore the mic later. Okay, that one aside. Big Brother now called her to stand up and stuff, and he was like, addressing the whole microphone thing, and then eventually the little break he gives before he tells you, oh, you've been disqualified, or you've been given a strike, or this is your final warning. Those like that little break, the tension. You could see Amaka already, she gets scared easily. Like, she was already fidgeting, and I'm like, you could be this scared but you don't hear word. Like, they'll tell you something, you will not do it. If people that tells them move to the arena games, she will be catwalking, every other person is running. If they tell them strike a pose and stay where you are, Amaka will move because she wants to eat. That's what matters to her. Wear your microphone. Amaka will choose not to wear the microphone. This is a problem. You can't be stressing somebody every day to be telling you five or more than 5 times in a day to put on your mic. Like, it is exhausting. You're a grown-ass human being. Then Big Brother gave her the strike, her first strike, and he told her that 2 more strikes and you're out. And after the whole meeting, she walked into the room. She was really pissed. Then she went to the room. Adekunle and somebody else was there. I can't remember who. So, she was talking about how the housemates are wicked. How, when she sees them not wearing their mic, that she always tells them, oh, she gives them sign. And she's like, wear your mic. But then when they see her not wearing her mic, they're like, Amaka, wear your mic. And like, she's like, they cannot even ask coded and tell her what to do. I'm like, oh God. Nah, you're just a lot to handle, because I don't understand what you are saying. Like, you are capping. Major capping. Like, this shit you're saying doesn't even make no sense, bro. It's just so crazy. And she was saying this whole thing, and I'm like, where's this even coming from? And she was really bitterly complaining. And then Adekunle cleared her. He told her, see, babe, like, you don't have any basis. Like, no bone of contention here. You cannot say shit, because I personally, when I was sharing the batteries, I came to you and I told you, Amaka, take your battery, but you're not putting on your mic. Wear your mic. And what did you tell me yesterday? She's like, can't they just give her a sign instead of shouting it, and then Big Brother will be hearing it? I said, Big Brother is not seeing you himself. Big Brother that used to call you almost 10 times in a day, is he not seeing you on his own? Well, please, let's not get me angry, because I could go on and on and on about Amaka, and I really don't want to do that. So moving on to the proper thing that brought, like, everybody is always looking forward to. Even if you don't watch Big Brother like 247, like Monday to Fridays or Monday to Saturdays, you said the one thing you should not miss, or one thing most people can't miss, is the live eviction, because obviously you want to know who is going home, who is staying, the housemates' reactions. And I watched yesterday's own, and it was crazy, bro. Like, it was crazy. You know, Big Brother puts like all the housemates up for eviction. You know, there was no like precise people he told to stand up, like 5 persons to stand up, and you that whole thing, because the intention was that nobody was going to go. So before then, yeah, Big Brother, during like when they were having their diary session, you know, Big Brother told the fake housemates, that's the riders and fake housemates, that's Deji, Cheesy, and Rachel. He gave them an instruction. He told them, when Ebuka comes, when Ebuka is addressing you people and Ebuka says fake housemates should stand up, make sure you don't stand. Can you carry out this task for Big Brother? And they said yes, they can. But then we also noticed that Big Brother gave out these instructions to these 3 housemates, but he missed out on one person. That's Modella. And then at that point we were all wondering, so what's happening? Why did he tell these housemates not to stand up, but he didn't tell Modella the same thing? Is something going to happen? But before then, like earlier in the week, Modella is always like that she has a feeling she's going to go, she's going to leave, she's going to leave. Like, she has been saying it to herself, she has been saying it to other housemates, but you know, they did not know she's a fake housemate. So at that point, I'm just like, yeah, your intuition is actually very right. But then moving on, so you know, Ebuka came to address the housemate, but he came with blazing guns. Like, bro, Ebuka shut that show down. Like, he killed it. He addressed some housemates, and he literally like came for them, like straight up. Like, he one of the person he came for was what's this guy's name? Dotun. You know, he asked Dotun, so Dotun, where do you stand with Daniela? Like, what's your relationship with Daniela? And then Dotun is going on and on about how he likes Daniela, how he has already told her that he likes her, that he really, really likes the girl, but you know, it's left for her to like make her decision and all of that. And then they show Daniela, and Daniela is smiling like a sheep. Like, my girl is blushing, and I'm like, I don't know where this is going, but you look on me, what's my business? That's your problem. If you think you are in a relationship with one person and you don't want to move from there to another person, that's your problem. Then moving on, he also came for Chomzy. Yes, he also came for Chomzy. You know, he asked Chomzy, you know, there's this issue they've been having about like gossip train. This person said, this person did not say, this person said, this person did not say. So he asked Chomzy about the whole situation, because they've actually not rectified this issue since like last week. Like, the upper Sunday up until this Sunday, the matter had been dragging. So Ebuka asked Chomzy about it, and Chomzy was like that. She said her piece, that this person told her, this person told this person, this person told this person. And then Ebuka asked her, so obviously one person is lying in all of this passing down of information. Who do you think is lying? And with her full chest, the babe said, I think Amaka is lying. Like, she did not even give 2 fucks about whether Amaka would find it offensive or be annoyed. That was not even her problem. You know, she just said it like straight up that I think Amaka is lying. That one will later cause trouble later, but we'll get to that. So Ebuka moved past that, and then he moved on to Deji, no, Chomzy. You know, he asked Chomzy about her relationship with Deji, and there was a way Ebuka put out the question to her. So Chomzy did not want to. I feel like what she was trying to avoid like speaking too much or making it seem like, because at that point I feel like the baby is actually smart, to be honest, because obviously after the whole confrontation, you know, she met Deji and she's like, for Ebuka to speak to me like this or ask me this question, that means you've been telling the housemates different things behind my back and then telling me something different to my face. And you know, when Ebuka asked her that stuff and she's like that, and she's not in a better place to say that they should ask Deji, I feel like that was just like the smartest answer I've heard. It's better to just avoid what you don't know than make yourself look stupid. Then he confronted Fina as well. You see, like this one was the one that I was just like, yeah. So Ebuka asked Fina. Ebuka actually told Fina, not asked Fina. He was like, Fina, when Beauty was in the house in the first week, she came to you crying that Groovy did this, Groovy did that, and you told her, man not supposed to stress you. If you do too much, may you leave and they go, that kind of thing. And she laughed and she's like, yes, that she actually said that to Beauty, but that then she did not know, she didn't know Groovy personally, she didn't know his kind of person, and she didn't like him and all of that. And then everybody was like, okay. So 1 week after Beauty is disqualified, and then suddenly you are in Groovy's bed. How did we get there? Now she's trying to explain. Ebuka cut that short and he's like, okay, so is Groovy like a second option for you? because we see you liking Eloswag, really being into Eloswag, then suddenly Eloswag abandons you or dumps you. He used the word dumps you, and you move on to Groovy. I'm just like, Ebuka, bro, you got no chill. Like, no chill at all. Like, you literally came for this girl's head. You served it to us, the viewers, and we are here for it. Then moving on, he didn't even give her a chance to explain, yeah? So moving on, he came for Giddy Fire. You see, like, this one excited me so much because I'm like, ah, God, yes, this is it. This is it. Like, come for this boy. He needs to explain himself proper. Like, tell us. We want to know, because at this point, it's like you're having conversations with 3 different ladies. We don't even know what you're really talking about. So Ebuka asked him, he's like, you had a conversation with Amaka yesterday after the party, and he's like, yes, that they talked. You know, they tried to be like on the level ground and you know, come to like understand what they want, what they don't want, what they are doing. And he's like, so where do people stand? And he's like, that they're just friends, that it's nothing more than friendship for them, that both of them they're not sinking basically, so they're just friends, and they've come to accept that, and like no shipping, nothing for them. And Ebuka is like, okay, cool. So what about Diana? Where did you stand with Diana? And he's like, Diana has not been talking to him for like a week, that he has not actually tried, but he misses Diana, and you know, he wants to actually like talk to her, that he really likes Diana. Like, he puts it like, he actually really said it like he really likes the girl. Like, I'm like, oh, it's this sweet. But we thought that was where it was going to end, until Ebuka now came again with AK-47 bazooka and fired it in the air, and he's like, then what about you and Rachel? And I'm like, him and Rachel, what about them? He's like, we see you having a conversation with Rachel in the toilet, and there were a lot of I miss you, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. And at some point Rachel was even crying, and every housemate is like, yay, what? You know that, I expected that sort of reaction from them, because you know, when Diana was complaining, it made her seem like she's mad. You know, she didn't know what she was talking about, or she was being delusional. Meanwhile, this is actually what was going on. So Jennifer was trying to explain himself with his situation with Rachel, that he was just trying to talk to Rachel because Rachel had been avoiding him and all of that. Then Big Brother left Gidify and moved on to Rachel to hear our own side of the story. And Rachel is like that they had not spoken in a while, and he thought she was, you know, being mean to him. So they decided to like talk and sort out their issues, and you know, they had to like go and speak in private in the toilet, and that it was just more like a friendship conversation, nothing more than that. Ebuka was intentional. He kept on persisting. Like, he knew what he was going, he knew what he wanted to hear, and we heard it. You know, he asked Rachel, so what do you think Giddy Fire feels for you? And she's like, I know he likes me, like, not friendship kind of like. And I'm like, whoa. Everybody was shocked. Even the housemates were like, mad oh. Giddy Fire is looking like, okay, the ground should open and swallow me, because what the hell just happened? Even eventually after the live eviction, when they were inside the room, I saw him explaining to somebody how, that Rachel just puts him in the spot. Meanwhile, that was not what happened. Then according to the story he was telling, I paid very keen attention to it. He was like that he met Rachel, and you know, since Rachel had been avoiding him because of the whole this thing, and he really wanted to be friends with her, so you know, he was trying to talk to her, and then Rachel was like, oh, let them go into the toilet and have a private conversation, and they were talking, and he was trying to say like, she's the one that wanted more and not him. But that was not the way Rachel put it to us. So we can't even tell for sure who is lying or who isn't lying. Like, nobody knows for a fact. But after Ebuka had addressed them, then Ebuka now asked the most important question of the hour. And he's like, so will all the housemates stand up? All the housemates up for eviction stand up, and you know, all the housemates stood up. And then he's like, amongst you people, there has been a fake housemate in the house. Everybody's looking like, who could it be? I'm sure in their heads, like, different people were going through it, and you know, he said, so will the fake housemates come out? Nobody. Modella too was standing where she was standing. I'm like, are you a fake house? Why are you not coming now? Like, why are you not coming forward? Then he called her name, Modella. Then everybody is like, what? Fina was like, you, Modella, you, I go break your head. If I catch you, I will break your head. Daniela, her very close friend, was just like, wow, that she suspected. You know, some other housemates were like, oh, they suspected, and all of that. Doyin was even crying that, you know, she was getting close to Modella, and then now Modella is gone, and everybody she gets close to leaves eventually. And I'm like, maybe it's the jazz you are using. I mean, like, at this point, should people not even avoid you? So, Modella was now evicted, and then Ebuka had to advise the housemate, not ask. He advised the housemates against this whole shipping thing, wanting to be in a ship, whether you like it or not. It's like that he gets that some of them might want to use it as a strategy, but it's becoming too much. And I feel like he's trying to convey like how we feel to the housemates. So let them know that we are getting tired of seeing them trying to like force like love and whatnot. Then Big Mouth adequately after the life eviction, I see with parts where he was speaking to Diana and he's like that. You see that part where Ebuka spoke about shipping, and then he was talking about Bella and shit, and I'm like, bro, who asked you? Who asked you? Like, are they the only ones in the ship? Let these people rest so that you can sleep and drop cup. Please drink water and drop cup. You to rest. Rest, bro, rest. Then after the life eviction, like proper, the housemates they moved outside, like to the place where they spread clothes and all of that. They were just sitting there chilling, and then Elo Swag came with his ginger to come and try and settle the issue. Chomzi, Amaka, Fina, Chichi, and Bella had. He was trying to bring them together to ask like who said what they said and who is lying in this situation. I know Amaka was being really agitated where she was trying to defend herself and clear her name that she did not say anything and nobody's trying to believe her. She didn't say anything. This one, that one, this one, that one. And she was trying to like get everybody to like trying to talk to Chichi, telling Chichi, you tell them the truth. Like tell them I didn't tell you anything. But Chomzi is like, but she heard it from Bella. Bella is like that she did not hear anything. At this point, it's just really back and forth. And I'm like, this is exhausting at this point. Like, I don't even know who is lying. I would have thought it's Amaka. But then I would have also said, okay, maybe Bella added like a little spice to the whole conversation and then told Chomzi. So if she did, she should own up. Like one of them should own up. Everybody's now denying it and claiming they don't want to be part of this conversation and what's not. And it was really exhausting, like really exhausting. I just hope that after this Sunday has passed like this, nobody brings up that matter again. Like, let sleeping dogs lie already. And the housemates now had a meeting. And the only thing I picked out of that meeting, because I was utterly disgusted, was the fact that some female housemates are using pads and tampons and dropping it carelessly. And Fina complained about seeing a used pad on their dining table. And I'm like, bro, who would have done that? Who is that pig? Brian talked about how he saw a used tampon in the bedroom where they dropped their sponge. And I'm like, are you people this dirty? It's really exhausting, but I hope they sort out that their like hygiene issues, because I'm even tired of seeing dirty house. But yeah, that's everything that went down during the live eviction show on Sunday. I'm going to see you guys very soon, like today by 6 we're going live, so you have to be part of our live, please. I'm going to see you guys in a bit by 6 today, this evening, for the head of house game, and I wonder who's going to be in the head of house game this time around. So yeah, bye.